I would drive through the Appalachian Mountains and Shenandoah Valley in West Virginia. The scenery is beautiful, and the residents there used to be called hillbillies.
What does that mean?
The people who live in the hills of West Virginia used to be called, derisively, hillbillies, because they live in isolated communities and often engage in inbreeding, creating over time many deformed people. Hillbillies are supposed to be backward, undeveloped, and totally ignorant of the world, which has passed by these communities decades ago. And when they do come into the cities, they act like what we call in China village people, or country bumpkin, and in English are also called hicks, meaning they do not know the way of life of city folks.
I saw a movie called Cold Mountain some years ago. The story is about a Civil War Confederate soldier who deserts and goes through many ventures to get back to his home in West Virginia. So I would travel on some of the same routes as a deserting soldier, right?
You are a pretty smart guy. You seem to pick things up quickly. The hills of West Virginia were also famous for the moonshine, the illegal liquor produced during the Prohibition era from 1920 to 1932. But that is a story I will tell you another time.
I tried my best to learn. Don't forget, even now we have hundreds of millions of people in remote, rural China who are the equivalent of the American hillbillies.
Anyway, you will enjoy the rolling hills of West Virginia, but from there you will reach the fork of the road.
Meaning?
Meaning you will have to make a decision about the direction you want to take. You probably know that East and West United States is divided by a natural border, the Mississippi. However, North and South United States is divided politically and historically by the Civil War in 1860s. That is, by the Union Army of the North under President Lincoln versus the 11 states that constituted the Confederacy Army in the South.
I think I'd better catch up on the Civil War history before I take my trip. Anyway, what are my alternatives after West Virginia?
From West Virginia, you are now on the threshold of the South. If you continue along the coast, you will pass states like North and South Carolina until you reach Florida. But I would probably not take this route.
Why not?
Because the Atlantic coast, lined and beaches along this route, at least before you get to Florida, are nice, but not the prettiest, unlike California or Hawaii, or even north of Boston. So I would swing inland from the Appalachians in the southwest direction towards Atlanta.